This video I'm going to answer, or more than answer a question, I'm going to give you a question to ask when you're out in your search for an adult family home. And it relates to discovering and making certain that the adult family home is able and knowledgeable enough to provide the care that you need. And so, one good way to find that out is to ask the provider how they would handle a certain problem. So, step one of this process is to write down a list of all the current issues and problems that you are facing or that your loved one is facing. For instance, we're talking about my mom. Sometimes my mom becomes incontinent and she refuses care. She refuses the help to get cleaned. So how do you find out if they have the correct skill set? You simply ask, if my mom were to refuse care and she was incontinent, how would you handle it? And then just go quiet and listen for an answer. You may not know what the right answer is, and it may change from person to person and circumstance to circumstance. That's perfectly natural. But at least you're going to be having an insight into the skill set of the providers. Are they able to recite a few ideas of how they might be able to handle the problem, or are they just going to go silent and say, well, gee, I don't know. Ask them how would they handle if the transition during the move is very difficult, if your parent becomes confused or upset, how would they handle that? If your parent or loved one has dementia and may be going through some difficult behaviors, ask them just that question. If my parent has difficult behavior, if they become angry, or if they try to leave the home, how would you handle that? Okay? If there is an accident, if my mom falls, how would you handle that? If you try to give them medication and they refuse medications, how would you handle that? So these type of questions, you can kind of personalize them and make them as relevant to your particular situation, again, by checking and seeing what is going on with the care and the needs of your loved one now, and then ask the questions like that when you go tour the home. And again, you want to have a sense of the skill set of the provider to make sure that they're going to be able to handle your parents' care adequately, safely, and hopefully very smoothly. If you enjoyed this information and you would like to receive 20 more free videos on the most frequently asked questions that people ask about adult family homes, and a copy of my ebook called Everything You Should Know About Adult Family Homes, please visit adultfamilyhomescentral.com/free.